This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
It's because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
I think that's taking it to another level.
Yeah.
Log on and join our live conversation.
He said this as we were coming on TV.
DBL starts right now.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, July 15th. I'm here with Erica and Brandon. I'm Jeff. Happy Monday, everybody. Let's get to it. Music royalty and real royalty are coming together for The Lion King. Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan Markle met Beyonce and Jay-Z at the European premiere last night. Beyonce apparently called Meghan, quote, my princess, when she leaned in for a hug. Jay-Z even gave them some parenting advice, and he says, always make time for yourself. And I got to be honest with you, that's great advice by Jay-Z, because I think every parent, me included, well, I guess I can't speak for every parent, but me included, you always try to do your best to protect your child, do everything you can for your child, and then you forget about yourself, you forget about your relationship with your wife, and then one day you wake up and you're like, wow, we missed, a year of our life not celebrating each other, but celebrating our child. Wow. We got caught up in that. I think it's a normal thing to do as a parent. There's our baby boy, Lawson. But now that we had Leighton, we know a little bit better, spending some time with ourselves, and if we have a third one, we might forget he's there.
I think that's sage advice. I'm not a parent, but as someone who's told my mom a million times that she needs to look out for herself and do things for herself, I don't think it ever goes away, because my sister's, 31 now, and it's like she's the youngest, and my mom's still putting us first. I'm like, dude.
I know.
We are adults. We can handle our own stuff.
You got to protect the children. Your parents love the children, but a lot of people, of course, there's the haters when it comes to, obviously, Rotten Tomatoes giving this, with the score or the rating, what they gave the movie. But a lot of people have been talking about how the Carters broke royal protocol, and I'm no expert on this, but they're saying that because they showed up later than the royals, then technically that broke royal protocol. And then they're saying, see Beyonce hugging them, touching each other. They're saying touching the royals is also breaking royal protocol. But she may be the princess or the Duchess. Beyonce is the queen. That's Queen B.
There you go.
That's Queen
There
B.
you go. I think, honestly, there's so few things that I would be like, oh my gosh, this is what Meghan Markle gets to do. Hanging out with Beyonce and having her be like, hey, hey, you're the girl, or you're it, or whatever. I think that's enough to deal with all the other crap.
And mine is hanging out with Jay-Z and him telling you, hey, put yourself first before. I don't have any kids yet, but I take that.
Yeah,
advice.
I would take
that advice
from Jay-Z.
Why are you knocking on fake wood, Brandon?
For right now, Erica.
Okay.
One day, Erica.
Just didn't know if it was plan A or plan B.
All right, guys. There's a new spy in town. Lashana Lynch will reportedly be the next 007 in the 25th film. That's according to the Daily Mail. Most recently, the 31-year-old actress played Captain Marvel's best friend. So you guys think this is a good idea?
Absolutely.
Really? Why not just make a new franchise? If everyone's getting worked up about a man of color, a woman, why not just make a 008, let her have her own franchise, 006, let Idris Elba have his own franchise? Like, doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think these directors saw the success in Black Panther in the box office. So when black people see this, or the black community sees that there's a woman of color that's going to be 007, I think the box office, they're going to break some sort of record when it comes to this. Ooh, I'm putting it out there now. This is going to be the highest gross 007. But for people who are all like, oh, why can't, because we were talking, why can't she be 008 or be 009? So when you retire a 007 or one of these agents, it's not like sports. It's not like number 35 Jeff Schroeder, you raise it on the banner. These are agents. We don't even know their names. We don't know anything about them. They're supposed to be incognito when it comes to being in the community, being out there doing what they do. And 00 is just a designation for you being able to have the license to kill. So when it comes to this agency stuff, I don't know. I read it. It sounded good when I read it.
No, it sounded good when you were talking about it.
What do you mean we don't know their name? James Bond. That's the name.
No, but that's his fake name.
What's his real name?
We don't know. He's an agent. If his name was like Arthur Magruder, like he's no longer an agent. We know we would be able to look him up, find his Wikipedia, his real name, Instagram from back when he was a kid. No, it's 007.
You're losing.
Yeah, I'm losing you.
You're losing. Where are you at on this, Erica?
I just think 007 is synonymous with James Bond, and so there you have 007.
Or Arthur Magruder.
Or Arthur Magruder.
007.
Why did that name pop up in my
I don't know, but
You know
it sounded like it was somebody.
There could be an Arthur Magruder out there.
Dude, if you know an Arthur Magruder, see what he's doing at nighttime. I'm just saying. All right, power went out all over New York, turning a wide section of the city into darkness on Saturday night. Power has been restored, and officials are investigating the cause right now, but the show must go on for some of the musicals that were affected, like Hadestown, which took their show on the road, literally, look at them, performing outside for fans. And meantime, the J-Lo concert at Madison Square Garden went dark, and the arena had to be evacuated. The singer said she was devastated, but it does have a happy ending. Let's watch.
Obviously, all the power went out in the city, and obviously here at Madison Square Garden while we were in the middle of our show. Actually, we had just started our show. Obviously, we're going to reschedule this show. There's the alarm going on, warning everybody in the announcements to evacuate.
That would be scary for me. Like if I was at a J-Lo show, like I remember the power going out as a kid. I'm like, oh, the power's out, you know? Now it means something totally different to me. I would be terrified. Like I'd be looking for an exit. Luckily, no one got trampled and everyone got out in an organized manner, but that would scare me right now.
I mean, do you see all the lights as people turned on their cell phones? I mean, that's the difference between the power going out today versus like back in the day. But yeah, I mean, I worked in an NBA arena, and that's 17, 18,000 people. Anytime the lights go down, even for like the pregame shows, it's like, okay,
Kinda
can I
scary.
see? Like, what's happening? What's happening? So, I mean, good that people were orderly and it wasn't the end of the world.
And we're talking MSG. Just think about that 17, 18,000 people being let out into the streets where it's dark. Again, there's traffic, there's pedestrians all over the place. That's scary, man. Like that. You just imagine being on the subway, being on the elevator. Would you rather be trapped on the elevator or a subway?
Oh, man.
Neither. At
That's a
least
good
the
question.
elevator won't smell like, you know.
If you were in there, if a packed elevator, what's it gonna smell?
Well, yeah, but it won't smell like, you know.
Oh. What train line are you on?
I've been on a lot of trains.
Okay.
I'm public transportation girl.
The blue
I've
line.
seen some things.
The blue line.
The blue line is great. I'm talking about the other lines.
The other lines, once you get in there. Yeah.
Anything going to the airport, you find.
Yeah.
All right, guys, right now, singer Pink is fighting off internet trolls, surprise, surprise, over a photo she posted of her children. They're running at the Holocaust Memorial in Berlin, and the caption reads in part, "The very person who constructed this believed in children being children." And to me, this is a celebration of life after death. Even though she asked people to keep their judgment to themselves, guess what? Some are critical of kids having fun in a place of that to memorialize a massacre. Now, we looked into this a little bit, and the person who built this memorial wants children to laugh and to play there. And that's exactly what Pink is depicting in this photo. And if people looked into that fact a little bit more, instead of just commenting and being trolls and saying it's disrespectful, they're wrong, because that's what the artist wants children to do there.
Yeah, I mean, you see that in a lot of like old slave museums and memorials. You want people to be happy because not because of what our ancestors been through, but what they had to do for us, for there to be an Erica Cobb and a Brandon London on a DBL show like that. So you want to kind of be celebratory in a way, but it's social media. People don't know context, so I can see why she had to clap back.
Well, they don't care, but she also knew that it was coming. She also knew that it was coming. That's the reason why she said, basically, don't be so critical, which was an invitation for people to be critical. Yeah. It's like anytime you're like, don't look to the right, everybody's going to look to the right. It's like, it's just the human nature.
What's over there? Oh, never mind.
All right, guys. Newlyweds Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner are showing off their extravagant honeymoon. Stephanie Jones has the details coming in hot.
Right, this honeymoon is over the top luxurious. Joe and Sophie just got married in France and then, you know, casually jetted off to the Maldives, which is an island south of India. I mean, take a look at this place. There's a water slide into the crystal clear water, and they've been biking and eating sushi. I mean, guys, where was my invite? I could be a Jonas too.
There's none left. There's none left for you,
I'm
Steph.
sure there's a cousin.
They're all taken up.
There might be a cousin we can hook her up with.
You ain't going to Maldives.
Oh man.
Oh, there's one
another
more
brother.
Brother, see?
Steph, you got.
There's still time. There's still hope. There's no ring on this finger. Whoever this mysterious Jonas is, sign me up. I'll happily be part of
Lift
the
your
clan.
hand up again, please, Steph. Lift your hand up again. There is a ring on that finger.
Yeah, a ring to myself, my love.
Oh, okay. Good.
All right, DBL is live and coming up. Ever wonder what your favorite celeb will look like when they get older? Well, there's an app for that. We'll show you how the viral app works and our aged photos. But first, casting controversy. Scarlett Johansson says she should be allowed to play any person. DBL Nation, do you agree? Your comments coming up next.
We are live. We just learned that there is a bonus Jonas.
Oh, so the youngest Jonas is 18.
Frankie? How do
His
you
name's
know?
Frankie. Oh, you know?
I'm from
Frankie?
this generation. I know.
She's from that generation.
Is Frankie cute? Frankie Jonas?
He's dateable?
Hold on, I'm gonna look him up.
And he's really young.
18.
How many Instagram followers does he have?
Frankie, yeah, you're gonna go you're going to Disney, or you're going to,
Disney World.
what am I trying to think of in Wisconsin? Wisconsin Dells. Yeah.
Dells.
Is there a slide out the
There's a
hotel
lot of
room?
water slides in the Dells.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, that was family vacation
See?
for me.
Yeah.
What's
Wisconsin
wrong with
Dells.
that in a Packers game?
Big petri dish.
That's honeymoon.
All right,
That's
here he
honeymoon
is.
in Wisconsin.
Right.
There's Frankie Jonas.
Oh, he's
He's just
completely
He's still got
dateable.
some. He don't look like a Jonas.
He doesn't look
But he
like
is a Jonas.
at all. Man.
That's maybe not a great picture.
He's a young Jonas.
He's 18. If I showed
he's
you
gonna
my,
grow
a young
into it.
Jonai.
Can
I
he
showed you
sing?
my-
Can he dance? What can he do?
dude, how? You think Frankie's like, dude, what's up? You guys started the Joe Bros and I'm not even like part of
He
it?
was way too young for the band.
Oh yeah.
I know, but still, like, could I get in there? Can I do something?
Have they ever had him on stage?
I'm sure.
Like, oh, this is our youngest brother.
Give it up for Frankie.
Yeah.
probably have.
We love you, London.
Yeah, I'd be so mad. I'd be like practicing my instruments at home, be like, hey guys.
You need a clarinetist?
Yeah, I'd do something.
Or the
man.
recorder.
Every time I came over, like, I'd set up like, hey, why don't you guys come over for dinner? And I'd be like playing something like, oh, I'll be right there. You know, I'll just work out my new stuff, guys.
Working on my new stuff.
Let me get in there.
Oh man.
It's like the Manning brother. Well, he got hurt. There's a Manning brother who's like an accountant.
Darren.
Welcome back to DBL. Last week it was revealed a person of color will be playing Ariel in the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid, and now Scarlett Johansson is finding herself in hot water over comments about casting. As a white female, Scarlett first sparked debate by playing an Asian, and you might also recall her stepping away from the role of a trans person. Now she's receiving backlash for saying she should be able to play anyone she wants. However, she says, quote, that quote was taken out of context and followed it up by saying that political correctness is getting in the way of art. So DBL Nation, should actors be able to take on any role regardless of race, gender, sexuality, or even disability?
All right, let's kick this off. Bobby from Facebook says casting directors should at least first try and find a good actor who naturally fits various specs of the role. Then once they've exhausted those options, they can then start to get more creative. I agree. I love that. And we had someone write in earlier saying that if it's a fictional character, it shouldn't matter who plays that character. I just want to make sure that people of all colors, of all ethnicities and cultures, disabilities are being represented the proper way.
But Lydia from Facebook says, how does anyone even know what person's ethnic makeup is? According to Ancestry.com, I'm 25% Asian. I always thought I was just Italian. Don't judge a book by its cover. I think, Lydia, what we're talking about are roles that are made for differently able people, made for minorities, and they're being played by someone who doesn't fit that bill. Now, I understand they're actors and they're acting, and she's absolutely right. She should be able to play anyone. But as a leading lady in Hollywood, don't you think that you can set an example for the idea that you're being given these roles and there isn't even an audition for most of them? So maybe opening it up and maybe you're leading by example. But I do understand the comment was taken out of context, but I do think the context should be lead by example.
All right, Tommy from Facebook says, I think it depends on the role. The Little Mermaid is a fictional character, but historical figures and characters whose race is important to the storyline should be off limits. That's a great point, Tommy. But here's the deal. Movies are meant to make money, even though you think it's just entertainment for you. They need to make some money. So if I have a chance to put Daniel Day-Lewis in my movie as opposed to someone who might fit the bill and be a lesser actor, I'm going to pick the one who's going to make me the most money. So I think the best person for the job should be able to get that job. But if it meets up that those people are ethnically or diverse or, you know, from a handicapped background and that works, then that's great too. But in the end, I think they just want to make some money.
All right, let's get this last one. Donna from Facebook says, I trust that casting directors are doing their job. They know the most important traits that they are looking for. But when you say the most important traits and they're doing their job, I don't want to see Gerard Butler as the lead in Gods of Egypt. Nothing about Gerard Butler says that he is a god of Egypt, especially with skin color, different traits, that sort of thing. So in that situation, they missed the mark. But I kind of agree with you in some things. They're going to go, Hollywood's going to go with who's going to pay the bills.
Yeah.
You know.
There you go. That's why Gerard Butler got that role. But it was a good point. There's a new movie about Elvis Presley in the works, and we have your first look at who's going to play the king of rock and roll. Raquel Villanueva has the news at the moment.
That's right, Jeff. A former Disney star is ready to put on his blue suede shoes and star in Baz Luhrmann's new biopic. Austin Butler just landed the role of Elvis in the film. The 27-year-old actor beat out other celebrities like Harry Styles and Miles Teller for the part. His girlfriend Vanessa Hudgens tweeted the news saying she's over the moon. And Tom Hanks is also joining the cast. He'll play the King's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, and the movie will follow their relationship during Elvis's rise to stardom. So, DBL Nation, who would you cast as Elvis?
I don't know. That's a good one. Miles Teller was a good one, but I mean, putting Tom Hanks in there was a good idea.
Yeah, that was a great idea. They're shooting this in Queensland, Australia as well.
Really? That's weird. Not Memphis, huh?
No, the director's from Australia, so maybe Phil.
Make a little Sun Studios over there. All right, coming up on DBL, Beyonce, Ed Sheeran, and Donald Glover are all under 40, but what would they look like as senior citizens? Find out when we run their faces through a popular app next.
Did you know?
Digital team, I'm tracking all the breaking and trending news, but right now it's time for Fast Blast, when I give you all the news you need to know in under 2 minutes. Let's get that clock up. Here we go. Remember that Area 51 Facebook group we told you about where hundreds of thousands of people are planning to invade Area 51? They said they want to see them aliens. Well, the event has hit a roadblock this morning. The U.S. military says the group needs to check themselves before they wreck themselves because the Air Force will be ready to protect America and its assets. No one really knows what this means, but the Facebook organizers say, quote, they can run faster than their bullets. Is this real life? And now for the idiot of the day. A man is being shamed for approaching a bear and her baby cubs in Tennessee. Now, common sense says do not approach wildlife, but apparently this guy didn't get the memo. Take a look. He first tries to approach the mama bear and her cubs, and when she doesn't see them, he tries again. That's when the mama bear puts up a warning that says, stay away from my children. The park released a statement telling people to act responsibly. Oh, really? Let's go, mates! That's probably what 4 kids in Australia said to each other this weekend before they stole their parents' car and took off on a road trip. A 600-mile road trip. The kids are 10 to 14 years old, and they apparently took turns driving during the trek. It sounds like the youngsters just wanted to go fishing. Now, no word how much trouble these kids are in, but we bet their parents aren't too happy about going viral for this. What do you think? Shut up and take my money because it's Amazon Prime Day. This huge site-wide sale only happens once a year, invoking people to buy unnecessary items because it's just so cheap. And this year, it's going to last 48 hours. Now, don't tell my boss, he's right over there, but I'll be spending my workday buying Christmas gifts for the fam. Want to cut out some of your chores at home? The Roomba robotic vacuum is more than 30% off today. This is a great deal. So sit back, kick up your feet, and see exactly how long you can survive without ever leaving your house. Let's try it.
Welcome back to DBL. You may have seen some of your kids or grandkids looking a little older this weekend on social media, and that's because the app that ages users 60 years is going viral again. In 2017, we saw FaceApp everywhere, but this time it ages you with incredible accuracy. So let's see what some of our young celebrities would look like. That's not one, that's Brandon. Here's singer Ed Sheeran. He's 28 years old. Now let's see him as an old man. Ooh, he looks like Lord of the Rings character.
I can see that. That looks realistic.
A little bit, yeah. All right, here's Lion King star Donald Glover. Now let's see what he looks like old.
Danny Glover.
That's a good one. And Queen Beyonce herself looking youthful, but let's see her look older.
Ooh.
She just looks like an older version of her mom.
Kinda, it does.
Yeah, that doesn't look like Beyonce at all.
Yeah, that's a weird one. All right, so we want to have a little fun coming up to the stage. Stephanie Jones, you wanted in on this action, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm not too thrilled about seeing myself in the future, but I'm ready to embrace it.
That's the exact reason why you're up here. Let's start with Brandon. You're looking great here, buddy.
Here we go.
Let's see a close-up of Brandon London. Oh, look at that boy.
Short hair,
now
too.
let's see him 60 years older.
Okay.
That's not bad.
What? No.
Hey, you should have a little bit up top.
I'm supposed to age like Harry Belafonte. This doesn't look like Harry Belafonte. I'm sorry.
You don't like that
I don't think
one.
that's that
I look
bad.
like Stephen Belafonte.
I really don't think that's that bad.
I didn't think it was bad either.
All right, Erica, let's see you.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Let's get Erica. All right, there you are, looking beautiful.
look at you, Erica.
And now let's see you 60 years older. Uh-oh. That's not
Okay,
happening.
that is not true.
That's not
That is not
happening.
true. Grandma Stella passed away in '98, and she did not look like that.
And I can see her. Brandon, stop hollering at all the girls at the senior citizen home. Get up out there, damn. They don't want you. Oh, where's my oxygen?
All right, my turn. Let's see what I would look like. Here's me. I'm looking cuter than ever. Now let's see me 60 years from now.
Oh, you're Bob Barker.
All right, there we go. I'll take it.
I think you look like Robin Williams
I look
a little
like Papa
bit.
Smurf a little
Like
bit.
a cool granddad.
Hey, at least I still got hair. I'll take
Cool
it.
Uncle Jim.
I'm not mad about it. All right, Steph, this is what you're here
All right,
for.
let's have a look. Go on, hit me.
There you are, Steph,
There I
looking
am.
good, looking
There
good.
I am.
Now let's see you 60 years
Ready
from now.
this. I look the same.
Bad.
Wait, they changed it?
Yeah. That's not too bad.
Come on.
I think because they've not changed my hair colour, I think that's what's making it not. If I had grey hair on top of that, then maybe.
Yeah, you look the best.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I've not been partying too hard. I've been keeping the Botox up, you know, getting a few facelifts.
Oh, but the Botox wears
maintaining.
off, though. The Botox wears off.
Yeah, but the
Botox.
knife.
Botox.
Yeah,
But go under the knife, love, and it'll last forever. There you go.
Brandon's
There's the
Botoxing.
proof.
All right, we'll be right back.
What's up, Beauty Blasters? It's your boy, Jeray for the Slay, and today I'm giving you guys some of my behind-the-scenes makeup tips. Now, it's Friday, so I want to make sure that we're feeling good and that we're looking fine, but sometimes those pesky brow hairs get in the way. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe you haven't trimmed your brows up, you haven't seen your good old brow girl in a while, whatever it may be, and you don't have any brow gel laying around the house either. What are we gonna do? Oh my goodness, I don't know, girl. Don't worry though, because I got the answer right here. So all you're gonna need is a little spoolie. You can typically find these guys at like on the bottom of your eyebrow brush if you have one from Anastasia Beverly Hills or Tarte, whatever it may be. Cute, cute, cute. Now, what you also need is a little bit of hairspray. Now this is a big guy. You don't need a big guy like this. You can get a little bit of hairspray. Whatever you have laying around the house will do just fine. All you need to do for those untamed brows is spray a little bit on your spoolie there, or mascara wand, whatever you want to call it. Now, don't use the mascara wand in your mascara, because we're going to have a whole nother issue, honey. Just use a clean spoolie or something on the end of an eyebrow pencil. After you spray that guy, it's like hairspray for your brows. Who would have thought? Now, this isn't going to give you too much pigment, But if you have crazy untamed brows, or if your husband has crazy untamed brows, this is a great way to smooth out those little pesky brow hairs without getting too crazy or throwing a lot of makeup on. Once again, all you need to do is a quick and go ahead and lay it straight on the brow and brush them up in a uniform fashion. You can also do this with a little beard hair or even taming a little bit of a mustache. So let me know your guys' thoughts and let me know what other tips and secrets you guys want to know from my makeup stash. Until next time, have a great day.
Welcome back to DBL. So we were talking about the Jonas Brothers a little bit earlier, Steph, and there is a fourth brother, which I didn't even know about. His name is Frankie.
Oh.
There he is. He's only 12 right there, but he's 18 now. He's of age.
Well, I want to see him now he's of age. There's no good showing me a baby photo, is there? I want to see him. He's 18. He's officially an adult now, isn't he?
It doesn't matter. He's a bonus Jonas, so you get the perks. You get the perks. Don't mess this up for us. I want to go to this wedding.
Yeah, but I want to see a picture of him now.
He's a secret
Not
Jonas.
like 6
He's
years ago.
He's like 007 Jonas.
Yeah, let's invite him on. Frankie, come on down, babes.
Would you? Was that his invite?
Technically, yes. It was pretty poor, so I don't think he's going to accept me up on it.
I don't think you really had to do very much to invite him. He'd probably be here in about 3 hours.
No. Really? After her saying, calm down, babe.
I know. The accent, but...
And he just saw, if he's watching the show, you see how she's going to age. She ages gracefully. Damn. That's a baby mama right there.
That's hilarious.
Or, you know, the love of your life and a woman you should put on a pedestal, but whatever.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good Monday.